And the reason is because of the movements that happen in the market. They're very sudden, and you really have to have a lot of patience and understand yourself more than anything else. The market is always going to be there, but your psychology is really what decides if your account grows or if it does not. So one way that I found to contribute to an even temper and mode is to make sure that you get a full body exercise every day for at least an hour. This is for reflex management and muscle toning, and that's going to keep your nerves in check. The next kind of exercises that you want to focus on are the actual movements that you're going to be taking when you place a trade. As you know, we have to look at our charts. We have to click here, click there. We have a variety of options to choose from. You know, with the mouse, it could be adding a chart. It could be changing the time frame. It could be even looking into a news event. There's a lot of things going on. And when you have a platform like Nadex, which, by the way, it's still somewhat in development. I heard that they are going to be updating the interface later this month. So I'm going to take you to my demo account. Okay, put my password here. So yeah, they're going to be updating the website. Sometimes it's a little bit glitchy because of the fact that it's old and they have a lot of new traffic, which can be frustrating because while you're placing trades, you just want to click on on the trade that you select, and you want it to open quickly because the price is constantly changing, and you want to just execute that trade. But because of the fact that Nadex platform is not tops, then it's going to be slow, and all of this adds to a sense of anxiety that can build up. And then you'll find that you're clicking wrong and all this kind of stuff. So try to spend a little bit of time figuring out which parts of the website that you need to click in order to place a trade. All right? And try to make a list of all the points of movement that you usually make when you're in a trading session. Like I said, adding charts and so on and so forth. And you can come back to that at a later time, especially if you're new, and just keep following that succession of events. So after a while, this is going to become very, it's going to be rote memorization, muscle memory, and it's going to be much easier for you to place a trade without having to panic. Am I clicking in the right place? Is it going to respond the way I want it to, and so forth? So that's what I did. I made a list of the actual movements that I make even with my hand to place a trade. One thing that is the way it really served me is because when the Nadex site, like today, this is what I'm getting. No. This is what I'm getting today. I don't know if you can see this. For whatever reason, when I go to the Nadex site in Google Chrome, which is supposed to be the most secure, not secure, stable environment for Nadex, it shows up this privacy error for whatever reason. It's something about their certificate. It could have to do with the history. They have like cache and cookies, just because of all the pop-ups and stuff that when you click the trade, you'll see it later on the webinar when we're placing trades. All of those pop-ups save to your browser memory on your hard drive. So if you try to open up the Nadex website for your next session, and all of those older pop-ups are recorded in your browser hard drive, browser file on your hard drive, then you're going to have problems. And it's going to just kind of crash your session, and this kind of stuff can happen. I try to shut down I actually do shut down my computer every time after each session, just so that NetStation, Joppa WebStart also refreshes and I don't have problems opening it up on my desktop. As you can see, here is the NetStation icon. NetStation just happens to work that way. It has that same browser cache kind of thing because it operates as, this is like a browser window actually. And these charts, because they're constantly updating kind of like as pictures, then they save this history to your NetStation file on your hard drive, and then it can get confused when the next session starts up. So yeah, that's the thing. When I had to confront these issues, let's say, I said, wow, the market is working really great today. So let me, get onto Nadex, and lo and behold, I have this cache issue. So what I did is I downloaded the Nadex application to my iPad and my iPhone, and that works perfect there. It hardly has any issues. The only thing is that because I was used to the Nadex website and where to click, it was frustrating for me because all of a sudden I had all these different movements with my hand. Of course, I'm clicking. I do have an Apple Pen, but at the same time, it's almost like playing a piano. When you're dealing with on your phone with your thumbs, and I find myself sometimes like clicking too many times and all that stuff. So I actually had to practice just, at least with 1 or 2 sessions, just those local movements so I can feel comfortable with how I'm clicking. Because once you see a trade opportunity, you have to get there right away. You don't have time to think, am I clicking the right place, and so on and so forth. So that's the local exercises that I recommend you take time to make a list of as well, and make sure that you are on point for each of your keystrokes for speed and consistency. All right, so the third type of exercises we'll talk about are trade exercises. When we are trading, we have practically 2 types of trades that we're entering. One of them is called trend follows, and I'll show you. Let's see if you can still see my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Let me know if you can still see my screen. Okay. All right, you can still see my screen. Okay, great. I usually see this green outline, but for whatever reason I don't see it. So, but anyway, yeah. Where were we? Trade exercises, right? So we have 2 types of trades that we follow, and one of them is called trend follow, and the other one is called reversals. And the reversals are when the currency price is hitting a certain point. Let's say these two lines here. The top line and then the bottom line. Please bear with me, those of you who have experience with this, while I explain to our more recent members. Yeah, so the price is bouncing between these two lines. This is called the line of resistance at the top, and this is called the line of support. So when we see this bouncing going on, just like a bouncing basketball, then we'll say, okay, we'll take these trades whenever the price is up here. We'll take a reversal trade for the next 5 minutes or so when the price is going to go down there. And when it hits the support point, then we're going to go and take a buy trade for when the price gets up there, hopefully within the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so that's our reversal strategy. Our trend strategy is right over here. Okay, this next period right there, where we see, wow, this price is just keeps on going past our previous, areas of support and resistance, and just keeps on following the line up, and then it's going down kind of for the same amount of period of time. Okay, so for each of these types of trading strategies, we have particular studies, as they're called in NetStation, with indicators. All right. So the indicators that we have here are designed to tell us what the higher probability is for each of these types of trades. This right here, this green line, is called the weighted moving average. And we can tell that, as long as this price does not pass the moving average, then we're good to keep on assuming that the price is going to continue to rise, and so on. Once it crosses this moving average, then we know that because we are in a trend follow setup, then the price is going to continue to fall. Okay, and we stop taking the, let's say in this line, we stop taking the sell trend follow trades when the price crosses the moving average and goes in the opposite direction. All right, that you notice here that setup wouldn't really work for the reversals, because they're always crossing back and forth, and what we're mainly interested in is that it reaches these points of support and resistance. Okay, so let's go on to our next topic. Yes, so that's what I was saying about the trade exercises. Try to spend a little time on your charts and identify what is a trend strategy and what is a reversal strategy, and practice predicting what types of trade you would take. Okay, this will also help you prepare mentally for our sessions. Multiple trade entries. One thing about Nadex, and let me get back to the login. I'm kind of pressed for time because each of these sessions it's free on Zoom, but the issue is that they want me to restart the session. I can always resend the invite link. Let's see. Looks like Gmail is just Google Chrome is just giving me issues today. Let me go on Safari. My entire computer is telling me that there's issues with security certificates. Could be my antivirus blocking. Let's see. Technology is so seems to have a mind of its own sometimes. I'm trying to get onto Nadex through the website. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll just close out all these. It's not even letting me sign up on Gmail. Okay, well, let me just go down the list of these topics so that we can cover everything, and then I'll just restart the session, and then I'll shut down my computer and start back up again, and then I'll resend the invite link. Hopefully that my computer, my Mac, will have cleared its thoughts and will be ready for me to show you some actual trading on Nadex. Okay, yeah, so the chart reading consistency, as I was saying, you want to make a note of how you're identifying these different types of trades in your NetStation, and then schedule consistency. When you get onto trading the foreign exchange markets, once you start winning, and like on Nadex, it's so easy to win. You can put in $10 and it'll come back as $90. So you get 800% or 900% profit. I actually took a trade on the demo last week. I was kind of upset with myself that I was on demo because there was a lot of 100 trades for $1 each. Okay, and I knew where that trade was going, and I only I only took 57. I had plenty of money in my demo account, but I just, for whatever reason, I just typed in 57. I was on the mobile app, and the trade, it came through in the money, ITM. That's when ITM means, you'll see me writing ITM. ITM means in the money, OTM means out of the money, ATM is at the money. For those of you who are new to trading, in Nadex, at the money trades, meaning the price hits not above or below, but exactly the same price. Those are considered losing trades, as well as out of the money trades. So if you traded that the price was gonna rise above a certain line and it didn't, it went the other way, then that's out of the money. In the money, it has to be exactly below, or exactly above that particular price point. So anyway, it was an in the money trade, all right. $57 risked on the demo account, and the trade won in the money, and it was $5,700. $5,700. So if I had bought the entire lot, it would have been $10,000 that won in the space of like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay. $10,000. Imagine, increasing that much money just like that. It's amazing, no? So, on Nadex, you can win like that all the time, and it's exciting. But the thing is that not every time of the day or week is good for trading, because Nadex is set up so that you have certain amount of percentage points between each price ladder. So on Nadex, if you go on the mobile site, sometimes it'll show up. I'll just put this on here to give you an idea of what it kind of looks like. Okay. So on Nadex, the price points look like this. They're gonna give you 5 different price points, and you have to choose which one of those is the way that the trade is moving. All right, and oops. See if I can get all the way to the beginning. Okay, here we go. So let's say we're trying to take a trade now. Let's say this is the starting of the timer. And let's see, what is this? Oh, okay. The starting of the timer, Nadex is going to give you, it's going to be like this. Pretty much they put like 2 above, 1 at where the price is now, and 2 below. And you're thinking, well, should I say it's going to be below this price, or this price, or above this price, or this price, right? The ones that are at the extremities, these are going to be the least expensive, all right? That $1 trade that turned into $5,700, that was at the very top. That's for the, these are going to be like 90, and these are going to be like $1 or $10. It could be 99, depending how the price has been behaving. So you have to figure out, is it going to be above or below each of these price points? The good thing about our group is that I'm sending out signals and I'm using my skills for predicting where the price is going to move. And so all you need to do is see where I am telling you the price. Let's say I'll write S at 71. Okay. Oops. Okay. Or buy at 71. Let's say in this case I'll put buy at 71. So I'm saying that I think that this price is going to be above 71 in so many minutes. Okay. If I say sell at 71, then you just click on the sell option for this particular trade, and then it will, the trade will, once the trade comes through, I'm suggesting for those of us who are new to this, we should, once it's in the money, let's say if this was the sell at 71, then we should take our profits. You can exit the trade. You just click on the trade that you made. It's showing open positions. And then you just place an order for the opposite. So if you sold it at 71, see right here, you sold it at 71. Just bring it to 71. So if you sold it at 71, then, and it's already down here, it's going to show you, I don't know, $30 or so on and so forth, that you're in the money. You just buy it from someone who is offering you that $40 or $30 for that trade. Don't wait for it to expire all the way at the end of 5 minutes, unless, let's say, the price is like way down here, past this price ladder, and then it's probably not going to go back up. But as you can see, this price is, it's probably going to move. When you have a starting account, a few dollars, you want to make sure you're always in profit. And if you have $10 per trade and you're getting $20, $30 back, it's still a great investment, because, it's like 200%, 300% profit. And the same thing goes if you have, if you're doing $100 per trade. Okay, so, we only have 10 more minutes left. That's not too bad. All right, so what I want to do is show everyone how to set up their charts on NetStation. And of course, I want to um, show you the NetStation um, trade planning and placing the trades in Nadex. And so I'm going to stop the session right now, create another invite link, and then we'll come back and do those last two things that are on our webinar topics for tonight. And then you can also ask me questions in this next session. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this first session, and I will see you shortly. Thank you.